Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog a day, and today is Wednesday the 23rd, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning, fairly decent time frame, got up and around, got the dogs all outside, jumped in the hot tub for a little bit, got my soak on, had a dog getting dropped off, excuse me, for daycare today. She got dropped off about a little bit after 7 and was here until, I don't know, almost 5 o'clock. So she was chilling out here at the place. Went ahead and got a few things done though. But with her, she's very excited when she gets here. She wants to run around and sniff everything stuff with me, all the dogs. And then she wants to be basically left alone the rest of the day. She's a weird dog. But she has some separation anxiety, so she wants to be near a human at all times. So it's kind of oddball. She'd rather be around people than dogs. But she's not aggressive or nothing. She's just a loner when it comes to dogs. She loves to meet them, and she gets like 10 minutes and then she's like, I've had it, that's enough, like I'm good. And she's an odd duck, but so's the owner. But yeah, got a few things done today. Did a handful of yard work off and on. It's just so stupid hot. It is absolutely ridiculously hot and was kicking my butt on a lot of different levels. So went ahead though, as I was doing yard work, I would get done doing some yard work and it's just so hot. I just jump in my wife's little plunge pool and cool off in the water and then chill out a little bit, drink myself usually about a liter of water, and then go back out and do some more yard work, jump in the pool, come back out, relax, drink another liter of water, and just kind of rotate my day through that. So end up in there 3 different times. So I had probably, 3 hours of like good hard physical like yard work, and this heat was kicking my ass, but it is what it is. So yeah, changed clothes 4 times a day. It was so gross. It was just like, I can't put this clothes back on. Once I can be in wet clothes, like continue working and stuff for like all day if I have to, try not to, but I can't bring myself mentally to put back wet clothes back on unless it's an absolute emergency type situation. I'd rather just put a new set on and just do more damn laundry. So luckily we're in a blessed life that I have plenty of clothes, and on top of that, I can afford to do laundry and how I want. I'm not like, oh, I can't afford the extra water bill, or I can't afford the extra soap, or that kind of junk. We're in a really super easy place. You look, a lot of people in the world are not in that same position, but we are not them. So I take advantage of it because I can. So I went ahead, and the dog was supposed to get picked up about 5. That's what she thought. She got out of there early. So she ended up coming picking the dog up about 4, a little bit before that. And then I decided, well, the other dogs are good by themselves. So I went ahead and put them up, separate them out. Not really put them up, I guess, separate them out. And then from there, I basically headed out to take care and get my run in. So we got my run done. And also, I guess, midday, decided I was going to had a roast on. So went ahead and chucked that in the slow cooker with some potatoes and peppers and onions and a bunch of garlic and all kinds of other seasonings I dumped in there. Let that simmer away, and it was ready to go by about 6:30 or so was the plan. So I was out running, and the house smells amazing with the slow cooker going. People who don't use slow cookers, you don't know what you're missing. Like, it literally feels like it's cheating. I always said that slow cookers are cheating way to cook, and I used to actually put mine on with when I worked 12-hour shifts at Rubbermaid. I went in at 8 o'clock at night, got off 8 in the morning, and everybody else is be complaining about. Only thing open is breakfast spots like Hardee's in whatever small town, and nobody's serving real food. I'm like, I'm going home to pot roast and potatoes and carrots, and I'm going home to a nice stew. They're like, what? I'm like, I put the slow cooker on before I left. I put it on low, and I just leave. 13 hours later, come back, it's still hot, it's still good, it's done. I do a big pot of chili up, all kinds of stuff, and it's I don't know, half an hour to an hour, depending on what you're making. If it's like, just a roast. If it's chili, it can take a little longer. You gotta brown the meat and whatever and whatnot. But, sear down your stew meats, whatever you're gonna do. But it's still nothing. Let it just slow cook the rest of the day. You can't screw it up. It's virtually impossible to screw it up. I feel the same way about sous vide cooking. Vacuum seal your steak, chuck it in a vat of hot water, sous vide it up to the perfect temperature you want internally. I usually leave mine maybe 5-10 degrees below what I actually want it to be at, and then I will pan sear it at the end to get a nice little char on it. And the nice part with that is the fact that I can do that in less than 5 minutes. I just superheat the pan up, a little bit of bacon grease, and my wife, Might be heading home 5:30, might be heading home at 7:30. So the steak still is set in that bath of water, waiting for it. Same as a slow cooker. It's just whenever she's ready, she gets home, we can eat within 10 minutes of that. So works out flawlessly. So I went and got my run in, and the heat kicked my ass today. I got in, I don't know, not quite 10K, I think it was, but I got in, I think it was 9, a little over 9K, but definitely was out there running, and it did suck, but it was not the end of the world. Like I said, just the heat's really kicking my ass. So, but yeah, it was all good. Got back home, jumped in the shower, got cleaned up, and dinner was ready. And basically had the lady drop her dog off today. I'd reached out to her about a little before 5, and she said between like 5 and 7 she wanted to drop off. And I'm like, hey, do you have a time frame? And she goes, probably a little bit after 7. And I said, perfect, not a big deal. So I was able to get my run in, get back in my shower, all that stuff. But dinner was done. And she said she's on her way. She'd be there about 20 minutes. So we can't eat dinner in 20 minutes. I said, heck with it. Got there, 2 dogs fed. So that was already out of the way. And then she showed up, dropped the dog off, got him outside, let him play a little bit, let him roughhouse, because they're all pretty high energy dogs, or the 2 of them at least are high energy dogs. So let them roughhouse for a little bit. Brought them back in, they calmed down, and then we were able to have a nice meal, watched a little bit of Young Sheldon, and then chilled out from there, and just headed after dinner, headed back outside to enjoy myself a cigar with the dogs in the evening. Everybody's out there chilling out. The heat they weren't really a big fan of, but it is what it is. It's all good. So yeah, they went ahead and got that done, and then from there, just enjoyed the evening. It was nice, and it cooled off decently, so it wasn't too bad. I mean, I still had multiple fans going and stuff on me because it was pretty warm, but overall wasn't too bad. And then went in and grabbed myself a little snack and watched a little bit of Blue Bloods. Actually watched an episode of Frasier, and we watched it on Prime. And it's funny because sometimes Prime will play yesterday's episode over again. Well, this one went back 2 episodes. It's like, what the hell? I had to skip 2 separate episodes, which I don't think it's ever done that to us before, but we got it figured out. It's all good. So went ahead and watched that episode, and from there, watched an episode of Castle. My wife was trying to fall asleep, but not. She kept paying attention to the show instead of falling asleep, and then we finally wrapped it up and called it a night. So that's all we got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.